Lavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagdish Hare Jai Jagdish Hare Jai Jagdish Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagdish Hare Jai Jagdish Hare Jai Jagdish Hare Keshavadhrita Narari Rupa Jai Jagdish Hare Jai Jagdish Hare Jai Jagdish Hare Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Narsimhadev Jaya Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jai Bhakti Vignavinashan Shri Shri Narsingadev Bhagwan Ki Jai Bhaktaraj Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. I offer my obeisances to Lord Nrsinga, who gives joy to Prahlad Maharaj and whose nails are like chisels on the stone-like chest of the demon Hiranyakashipu. Lord Nrsinga is here and also there. Wherever I go, Lord Nrsinga is there. He is in the heart and is outside as well. I surrender to Lord Nrsimha, the origin of all things and the supreme refuge. O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, you have assumed the form of half man, half lion. All glories to you. Just as one can easily crush a wasp between one's fingernails, so in the same way, the body of the wasp, like demon Hiranyakashipu, has been ripped apart by the wonderful pointed nails on your beautiful lotus hands. Jai Nrsingadev Bhagwan ki, Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki. So we will see whether Kamla Lochan Prabhu, we've got still about 2 more minutes. So I hope this finds all of you in good health. We are in the midst of, a pandemic, which particularly in India, though it's everywhere, but I guess in India, the impact has been a lot more severe than other parts of the world. So I hope all of you who are joining us from India, your families, your friends, everyone is safe. We ardently pray to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, to Lord Nrsingadev, to protect all of you, not only in the times of crisis, but even otherwise. We must always keep ourselves under the shelter of the Lord. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, particularly for the fallen souls in the age of Kali, he gave a very easy process to take the shelter of the Lord by chanting his holy names. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So please chant with me 3 times the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. So if we take the shelter of the holy names, Iti Shodashakam Namanam Kalikalmashanashanam Nattaha Partarupaye Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. These 16 syllables which constitute the holy names of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, is the only medicine in this age of Kali that can save us from the kalmash in the age of Kali, which is the age of quarrel, the age of calamities, the age of distress and despair. Let us all take the shelter of these wonderful holy names of the Lord. This will give us the peace and the succour that we are all looking for, and it will also set us on the path of devotional service to the Supreme Lord Krishna. We are very happy and it is a privilege and honor to be able to serve all of you through the School of Vedic Studies by having esteemed teachers like His Grace Kamala Lochan Prabhu with us and taking us through the Bhagavad Gita. And he has now joined us. So we will have the Kamala Lochan Prabhu. Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to make him a co-host. Kamala Lochan Prabhu, if you, yes. So, Hare Krishna, Kamala Lochan Prabhu. We are very grateful, honored, and privileged to have Prabhuji with us and taking us through this wonderful journey of Bhagavad Gita Prabha. So, without much ado, I hand over the mic over to His Grace Kamala Lochan Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Welcome all of you, and as usual, we'll start with the bhajan. Jai Radha Madhav. Jaya Radha Madhava Javihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Javihari. Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. So as usual, we'll start with the standard prayers, Mangalacharan. Om Jnanavirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utabadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं हरिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सागणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. And we'll do these verses of Gita Dhyanam. Om Bhartaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Graditam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Manusandhadami Bhagavat Gite Bhavatveshinim Namostu te Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Ullaravindayata Patra Netra येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः भक्तो वत्ससुधिर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथा जला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्याग्राहवहती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामा विकर्णघोरमकर दुर्योधनावर्तिनी श्रोतीर्नः खलु पाण्डवैरन्निधि कैवर्तकेशवा पाराश्चर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोद्घटं नानाख्यानकेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितं लोकै सज्जन षट्पदैर्हरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलं तद्ध्वंसने श्रेयसे. मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्. यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवे वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रोमोपनिषदे गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. As one of the objectives of our course, Pravaha, is that end of the course, these 27 verses at least of the Bhagavad Gita should be like a Pravaha from your mouth, from your memory, or from reading at least. So please repeat along with me, all of you. Dhritarashtravacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samaveta mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvata sanjaya apanyadoshopatasvabhava pachami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yashreyasyan nishchitam rohitanme tishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Shri Bhagavan Vacha asochananvasocastam prajnavadamsha bhashase yatasu nagatasumscha nanushochanti pandita tenosminyata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhirastatra namuhyati matra sparshastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkhada agama paino nityas tantridiksha bharata कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूर् मा ते सङ्गोत्स्वकर्मणि ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस सङ्गस्तेषुपजायते सङ्गात् संजायते काम कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिर्भ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति श्रीभगवानुवाच काम एष क्रोध एष रजोगुणः समुद्भवः महाशनो महापाप्मा विद्येनमिह वैरिणम् यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम् एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिरिच्छति योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां समे युक्ततमो मतः बहूनां जन्मनामन्ते ज्ञानवां मां प्रपद्यते वासुदेवः सर्वमिति स महात्मा सुदुर्लभः अन्तकाले च मामेव स्मरं मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः पत्रं पुष्पं फलं तोयं यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छति तदहं भक्त्युपहृतम् अष्टामि प्रयतात्मनः अहं सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधा भावा समन्विता मच्चित्तमद्गतप्राणा बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तस्य मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च तेषां सततयुक्तानां वदतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेश्यमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास् ते मे युक्ततमा मता उपद्रष्टानुमन्ता च भर्ता भोक्ता महेश्वरः परमात्मेति चाप्युक्तो देहेऽस्मिन् पुरुषः परः मां च यो व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते यो मामेव सम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो अद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामैवैष सत्यं ते प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. We were in the second chapter, 8th verse. Arjuna gave 5 reasons for not fighting the war. Those 5 reasons, the first one is that I don't want to fight because I've got great compassion. I cannot kill. Swajanam hi katam hatva. How can I kill my own relatives? Second reason he gave why I don't want to fight, because he says that how can I enjoy? Like if I fight, I have to kill my own relatives. Without relatives, enjoyment is not possible. On those people whom I am supposed to enjoy with, if I kill them only, where is the enjoyment? Third reason that I don't want to kill because I'll be inflicted by sin. Even killing a sinful person is sinful, and I want to be a religious person, dharmika. From the point of the Dharma Shastras, killing a sinful person is a sin, so I don't want to sin. Now, the fourth reason, he gives the social reasons. When there is a war, what is going to happen? So this is how the fourth reason was given. And the fifth reason, he speaks in the 6th verse of the 2nd chapter. So in the 6th verse of the 2nd chapter talks about the fifth reason, that is indecision. But one good thing Arjuna did in confusion. What is that one good thing which he did in confusion? That is, he surrendered to Krishna. Surrender to the spiritual master is a stepping stone. The first step in spiritual life is to surrender. Now, this surrender is with inquiry, not blind surrender. I want to surrender to inquire and know. So, I don't want to inquire from a spiritual master like a press report would ask, have an inquiry. No, my inquiry is genuine, and my genuine inquiry is only possible when actually I surrender. So Arjuna surrendered to the spiritual master, that is Krishna. Krishna was the spiritual master to Arjuna, that is why he surrendered in front of him. And a person who is not having Krishna in front of him, he can have the same person. Krishna is there in the form of Bhagavad Gita to us. So we can surrender to Krishna by studying the Bhagavad Gita. Spiritual master. So the essence of the second chapter, 7th verse, which is the most important verse, is one has to accept Guru. The Veda says, Tad Vijnanartham Sagurumeva Vigachet. For the purpose of attaining Vijnana, one has to approach a spiritual master. Now, how the surrender should be? The surrender should be unconditional. That is how Arjuna surrender was. He says, Oh Krishna, I don't see anybody else. Nahi papashyami mama parudyat. I don't see anybody else other than you who can deliver me from this condition of the drying senses. Avapya bhumo asapatna vruddham. Even though I attain the kingdom of heaven, abhi trilokya rajyasya, even if I become the king of the entire world, but still I will not be happy. I will not give up your surrender, even if I become the king of the entire world. Then 9th verse onwards, we are going to. That is 2nd chapter, 9th verse. That is the subject matter for today. We'll see how much we can do. Sanjay Vacha. Yemuktor Shikesham Gudakeshena Parantapa Yutseti Govindam Uktva Tushkim Babuha. So now Arjuna addresses Krishna as Rishikesha. And Yemuktor Rishikesha. What is the meaning of Rishikesha? Rishika means senses. Krishna means controller. Krishna is the controller of the senses. Now, Arjuna is now inflicted with so much of ignorance. He says, I'm not going to fight. Now, Krishna is a controller of senses. He is going to inspire Arjuna to fight. Actually, Dhritarashtra was so happy. Yes, yes, yes. Now Arjuna has given up fighting. Now my sons will be the king. We got the kingdom without fight. But here, Parantapa. Sanjaya is using the word Parantapa, one who is a destroyer of enemies. So he's indicating to the Dhritarashtra, don't be so happy. Don't be so excited. Tam vaja rishikesham prasannya bharata senayor bhayor madhye vishidantam vidam machaha. So Krishna, he saw Arjuna, who was very much depressed, practically crying. And Prahasanniva. Actually, Krishna felt like laughing. See, Arjuna is crying, Krishna is laughing, but he controlled his laughter. That is how it became a smile. Actually, he thought, how come he was giving me big instructions to me? No, if you kill a sinful person, then you'll be affected by sin. I want to show compassion. There is a war. He was giving big lectures, and now he wants to become my disciple. A friend has become my disciple. So, seeing that he was Prahasanniva, a friend has become a disciple. He was actually laughing, but he controlled his laughter. What people would think. So that laughter became a smile. So the conversation took place between the two armies. The conversation between Arjuna and Krishna took place between the Senayor Ubhayor Madhye. Ubhayor Sena means two armies. In the middle, the conversation happened. It shows Bhagavad Gita is meant for everyone. It is meant for the entire world. It is meant for everyone. Listen, it is open discussion. There is no secret here. Now, the first verse which Krishna is speaking with the intention to give Upadesha to Arjuna. So, in one sense, actual Bhagavad Gita starts from the second chapter, 11th verse. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asochananma Sochastam Prajnavadamsha Bhashase Yata Sunagata Sunscha Nanu Shochanti Pandita. So, Arjuna was tears in his eyes. He was standing there. Krishna, he indirectly scolds Arjuna. He tells Arjuna, you are actually a fool. But he told in a very sarcastic way. He says, Nanu Shochanti Pandita. A learned person doesn't think so. A learned people, they will not think like this, the way you are thinking. What does that mean? It means you're a fool. Intelligent people don't speak like that, means what? You're speaking like a fool. So, what is that foolishness? Asochan anvasochastvam. You are thinking about those things which are not fit to be thought about. Unnecessary things you're thinking about. What that person may be thinking about me. What if I do like this, what he will think. So, why he said so? Or he had told me 10 years back this thing. And now I understand why he told that. Unnecessary things. If you make a list of all the things which you are taught today, which your mind had taught today, you make a list of them and then read, you'll laugh at it. You'll just laugh at it because 98%, 99% of all we think is only just garbage. And now, thinking about those things which are not fit to be thought about, what is Arjuna doing? He's speaking as if he's learned. So, what is the real problem? Krishna, as a doctor, as a real doctor, he has identified the problem of this world. The problem of this world that we are thinking about those things which are not fit to be thought about. And forgetting the things which we are supposed to think about. So that is the problem. When you go to a doctor, the doctor diagnoses the disease, then only gives the medicine. If there's no diagnosis proper, there's no proper diagnosis, then no medicine will actually cure. Rather, it will aggravate the disease. Now, Krishna is an expert doctor, and Arjuna is actually a patient representing all of us. He has identified the problem in us. That is to think about those things which are not fit to be thought about, and then speaking as if we are learned. What do you mean by that? Thinking about those things which are not fit to thought about. What should I think about? Gatasu nagatasumscha nanu shochanti pandita. Panditas, those who are learned, they don't think about the gross body and the subtle body. Gatasun. Gatasun means life. The thing from which the life hair has gone away. That is known as Gatasun. Now, you see your body. It has got a gross body. This physical body, what you're saying is called gross body, made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether, Panchamahabhutas. Inside the gross body, there's another thing called subtle body which cannot be seen. That is made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. So the time of death, the soul leaves the gross body encaged in the subtle body. Now that life has gone out of the gross body. So what is lying down after a person's death is the gross body, Pancha Mahabhutas only. Agatasun means from which the life air has not gone away. Life air is still there in the subtle body, made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. So we carry forward the life, the mind, intelligence, and false ego, man, buddhi, hankar from the previous lives. So though we came from the previous body to this body, we brought the memories of the previous life, previous lives, millions of lifetimes, stored in our consciousness, stored in our mind as sanskars, as impressions. What is the meaning of the word sanskar? The impressions carried forward from the previous lifetimes is called sanskar. That is also material. Ultimately, the soul is the reality. That is the thing which is going to go back home, back to God, to go to the spiritual world. So, intelligent person is not bothered. He is not bothered about the gross body and the subtle body. Because his gross body and subtle body are material and they are temporary, they are going to be destroyed. The real person is the soul. So he's more bothered about the soul. Now, when Krishna told Arjuna, you're a fool, that you're thinking about those things which are not fit to be thought about. Don't you know that the soul is eternal and the body is temporary? And then he says, my dear Arjuna, I'll tell you about the nature of the soul. Natvevaham jatuhu, natvam neme janadipa, nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamata param. Krishna tells Arjuna, oh Arjuna, the soul is individual. There is a distinction between me and you. I am the super soul, you are the soul. And you as a soul is individual and distinct from the other soul. It is not there is one soul everywhere. There is one soul in every body. That is a living entity. But there is also one soul who is everywhere. That is me as Paramatma in everybody's body. So Krishna establishes the spiritual eternal nature of the soul, being individually distinct from the other soul and individually distinct from the super soul. So there is a sum and substance of the second of the 12th verse where Krishna says, Arjuna, natvevaham jatu, neither you were ever born, neither I was ever born, neither these people who are staying, who are living in the battlefield, they are ever born. So when we say, happy birthday to you, it's not our birthday. It is the birthday of the body. Because I was never born. Where is birthday? We celebrate. Today is my birthday, Prabhu. My son's birthday. No. It is the birthday of your son's body. Your son was never born. He's always there. I was never born. But why you celebrate the birthday? We celebrate the birthday of the body. So next time when you have a birthday celebration, you say, happy birthday to your body. This body is born. Death is for the body, as because birth is for the body. I don't die. So Krishna established the eternal nature, eternal individualistic nature of the soul, distinct from Supreme Lord and the living entity and other souls. So then Arjuna said to Krishna, oh Krishna, I know Bhishma, when I shoot an arrow, Bhishma will not die. But I have a problem here. What is the problem? Bhishma's body is destroyed. That is why I am lamenting. As you told, Bhishma will never be killed. Even I shoot an arrow, Bhishma as a soul cannot be destroyed. But I am crying because Bhishma's body will be destroyed now. Krishna says, oh, you're so concerned about Bhishma's body? Bhishma was always dying. He was always dying. Bhishma's body is dying every second. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram. When Bhishma was a small boy, and then he became a youth, Yavvanam. The boy Bhishma's body, Bhishma's boy body got destroyed. And Bhishma got a youth body. Bhishma's youth body got destroyed. And he got an old body, Bhishma's old body. Now, why you did not cry when Bhishma's baby body was destroyed? The change of body is always happening. You should have cried at that time also. What to speak of change of body? Change of body happens every second. The modern science also talks about that. Every second the cells are dying, new cells are born. So death is constantly happening in the body. Now, dehinospinyata dehe. Deha and dehi. Deha means body. Dehi means one who is staying in the body. Dehinospinyata dehe kaumaram. Yavvanam, there is a change of body. Jara, from Yavvanam to Jara, old age. From youth to old age, there is a change of body. Tata dehantara prati. Another body you are going to get, Bhishma is going to get. So why are you crying only for this change of body? Why did you not cry when Bhishma's boyhood body got destroyed and youth body he got? There was also a change of body. So he goes further. Now Arjuna, he says, yeah, I understood what I can do. I am crying. My difficulty is that I will be separated from Bhishma. When I shoot an arrow on Bhishma or Drona, their body anyhow will be destroyed, was always being destroyed. But I cannot see them in front of me. That is why I'm crying. And Krishna says, that is what I'm telling you, my dear Arjuna. The problem is not with Bhishma's death. The problem is with your attachment to Bhishma, with your attachment to Drona, with the attachment to your relatives. What should I do for that? Till you give up your attachment, you will be suffering. What should I do? Suffer. That means you tolerate. The first practical instruction which Krishna is giving in the Bhagavad Gita is in the 14th verse. Matra sparshastra kuntaya Chita ushna sukha dukkhada agamapaino nityastam titikshasva bharata. Hey Bharata, you are born in a great family. Kuntaya, you are born in a great family. From the parents, mother's side, father's side, you are great lineage. So you have responsibility. What is the responsibility? Tolerate. There is no other way. Till you give up your attachment, there is only one solution to the miseries what you experience. Just tolerate. Now, Arjuna would ask the question, how long should I tolerate? How much should I tolerate? 15th verse, Krishna explains. As long as you don't achieve liberation, yam hina vetantyete purusham purusharsava samadukka sukam dhiram so amritatva kalpate. Amritatva means liberation. As long as you are not liberated, till then, just tolerate. In other words, why I should tolerate? Because that becomes the qualification for liberation. You have to tolerate. If you say, I don't want to tolerate, then you will suffer more. Then ultimately you have to tolerate. So better voluntarily accept tolerance. Because that is going to lead you. This is the only quality which qualifies you for liberation. Amritatvaya kalpate. Tattena kampam susamikshmano. Punjanamevatmakritam vipakam. Pridvakavidam namaste chiveta yo mukti pade sadhaya bhak. Yo mukti pade sadhaya bhak. One who conducts his life with this 3-point formula. Number 1, Tattena kampam susamikshmanaha, always living, waiting for the mercy of the Lord. Number 2, Tattena kampam susamikshmano bunjanamevatmakritam vipakam. Whatever difficulties or happiness comes in our life, think it to be the result of my karma in the previous life or this life. Third one, continue with body, mind and words serving the Supreme Lord Krishna. If somebody accepts this 3-point formula, then liberation will be attained by him like he will attain the father's property. He just have to wait for some time, that's all. In this way, just keep on waiting. Our life is just should be spent waiting for the mercy of the Lord. While waiting, when you experience different situations, like good, bad, ugly, say, my karma. And what you do with your hands and legs and your energy, serve the Lord. Just accept this 3-point formula. liberation will be awarded. Liberation will be awarded automatically. Like a son or a daughter doesn't have to do anything just to attain father's property. Automatically comes. When he leaves the body, automatically comes. So, Yamina Vidantyete Purushar the Purushar Sabha, the best among men, Arjuna, Samadukka Sukam Deenam, just tolerate. Because Sukha comes, don't become so excited. Dukkha is going to come. When Dukkha comes, Sukha will come, don't worry. Let it come and go. According to your karma, it is there. It is already fixed. The quantum of happiness and misery of your material happiness and material misery is fixed. No matter you do how much of your hangama you want. You're feeling so hot, I switch on the AC. Then you will have a phone call which says that, oh, it's a big problem. Fire is in your factory. Then you sweat. Even though AC is there, you will sweat. Simple. So, no amount of any endeavor is going to make you experience even a 1/15th verse, even one millimeter of extra happiness or extra misery. Even if you want to suffer, if that suffering is not in your karma, you will not get it. So that is how it is. Then Arjuna says, this is understood. But I want to know about what is the nature of this matter. 16th verse, Krishna says, Nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha, ubhayor vidrashtontastvanayo tattvadarshibhihi, na asato vidyate bhavaha. Asata means, asat means matter. For matter, na abhavo, there is no destruction. Nasato vidyate bhav. Na abhavo vidyate sataha. For sata, eternal, there is no question of any destruction. One who knows the truth, he should know these two. The nature of matter, nature of spirit. And the third one is the controller of both. So knowledge means to know matter, spirit, and controller. Chit, achit, ishvara. Kshetra, kshetrajnayor jnanam, yattajnanam matamama. In 13th chapter, Krishna says, to know the distinction between kshetra and kshetrajnayor. Kshetra means matter, kshetrajnayor divachan. There is kshetra to kshetrajna, that is two souls, soul and super soul. So the distinction between these three, knowledge means to know the distinction between these three, matter, spirit, and control of both. Number two, to know the relationship between these three, and ultimately to know what they are. So this is called knowledge. Now, going further, Krishna talks about the body, how the indestructible soul is in the body. Avinashitu tad vidhi. First knowledge about the soul is it is avinashi. It is not destroyed. And now it is in the body. How do you make out the soul is in the body? Yena sarvamidam tatam. The soul is emanating a light called consciousness. This consciousness is spreading throughout the body and making you experience different pleasures and pain. You feel hot because of the presence of consciousness. Consciousness is a proof of the existence of soul. Avinashit vidyat yena sarvaidam tatam vinasham avyasyasya na kaschit kartumatsi. So, oh Arjuna, no one can destroy. No one can destroy the soul. You try your best. You may drop an atom bomb on the body. The soul cannot be destroyed. Now, ya yeram vetti hantaram. One who knows. Krishna further talks about it. One who knows the soul is indestructible. Ya yeram vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam. Ubhauto no vijaniyato nayam hanti nahanyate. The soul neither gets killed nor kills. Arjuna, it is not that you kill Bhishma. Bhishma cannot be killed. At the same time, you should know that you are not the killer. The soul is not killed nor it kills. So, 19th verse, 20th verse. He goes further. I'll tell you in one verse the distinction between the body and the soul. The distinction between the body and soul is like this. The body has got 6 qualities. Takes birth, stays for some time, grows, stays for some time, produces byproducts, dwindles, becomes old, and ultimately dies. This is the nature of the body. Oh, my dear Arjuna, the soul doesn't have these qualities. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. The soul na jayate, it does no birth. Na mriyate, it doesn't die. Kadachit, it never happened. I am bhutva, neither it happened in the past. Na bhavita, now it is happening, going to happen in the future. Vana bhuya, neither it is happening now. Ajo nityaha, the soul is aja. Aja means it is unborn. Nityaha, it is eternal. It doesn't produce some byproduct. Sashvatoyam, like the body produces byproducts. Purano, it doesn't become old, though it is because oldest. Even though it is old, it is young only. Nahanyate hanyamane shari. When the body dies, the soul doesn't die. Then Krishna goes further, saying that one who has the knowledge that I am not the body, I am soul. This is the first step in spiritual knowledge, to understand, to know, and to realize that I am not this body, I am spirit soul. So one who knows he has no fault, even though he kills, he doesn't kill. Veda vinashanam nityam yayenam majam avyayam katam sa purusha partha kam ghatayati hantikam. Katham sa purusha partha kam ghate hantikam. He is not the cause for killing others. And how can he is neither killed nor he becomes the cause for others killing others. So because he knows the soul is not destructible. Now Krishna gives a very interesting example here. He says, yes, the soul is indestructible, but what happens to the soul? What happens to the soul in the next life? Then why it all has to die? So, because it is said in the scriptures that if you do this thing good, you'll get good. If you do bad, you'll get bad. Then if I am done something good, I should experience in this life only. Why next life? If I done something bad in this life, I should experience bad in this life only. Why next life? Now Krishna explains this point. He says, listen Arjuna, you're the same person whether this life or next life. Person is the same. Like tata sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyati nvamide. When you are wearing a dress, you become old, torn off. What do? You give up the dress and take a new dress. The same way this body is like a dress. When it becomes old and unfit for you to stay, you give up this and take another dress. Now, one person murdered. A murdered B. After some time, police came and caught hold of A and say, you are murdered, we are arresting you. No, I am not murdered. What is the proof? Then they show the CCTV camera. They are the clippings. You see, you have murdered him. We have got. Then he says to the police, you see, the person who murdered her, he was wearing a red shirt. You are blind people, I am wearing a blue shirt now. Catch hold of the person who is wearing blue shirt, not red shirt. Now the police will say, just by you changing the dress doesn't mean that you become a different person. Change of dress doesn't make you a different person. In the same way, change of body doesn't make you a different person. You are the same person. Just because you change the body, it doesn't make you a different person. So vasam sijirinani yatha vihaya. Now going further. Nainam chindanti shastrani Arjuna says, my dear Krishna, I accept whatever you're told. The soul cannot be destroyed. I accept it. And the soul is in the body. I have an argument for you. Suppose I am in the house. Like the soul is in the body, house called body. I am in the house. Somebody drops a bomb. Bomb cannot destroy me. But something will happen to me now. So some cuts will happen, blood will come out, our hand will break, leg will break. Something should happen. Krishna says, no. Even if you shoot a Brahmastra on Bhishma or Drona, the body will be destroyed. There will be not even a scratch onto the soul. Suppose you shoot Agni Astra, the Hati Pavaka. Pavaka means fire. So that fire will burn the entire body, but the soul will be as it is. Temperature neither increases nor decreases. It should have a temperature, I don't know. If it has. When I shoot a Varunastra means the weapon of water, Varunastra, then it will drench the entire body, but the soul will not be drenched. If I shoot a Vayu Astra, air, it will wither the body, but not the soul. That is why Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha, Nachainam Kledyantyapa, Na Shoshiti Martha. Because the soul has these qualities. What are the qualities? 24th verse. Akchedyoyam. It cannot be cut. That is why Nainam Chindanti Shastrani. Adahyoyam. It cannot be burnt. Soul cannot be burnt. That is why Nainam Dahati Pavakaha. Akledyoyam. It cannot be dried. That is why it is na Adahyoyam Akledyoshosha. Akledyoyam. That is why Nainam Kledayantyapah. And Ashosha. And it cannot be Ashosha. It cannot be dried. So na chainam kledayantya na soshati marutaha. So 4 qualities of the soul are described in the 24th verse. And because of these 4 qualities of cannot be cut, cannot be burned, it can be moistened, it cannot be moistened, it cannot be dried. That is why Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, it cannot, even if you throw any astra, whether it is Brahmastra or Varunastra, Agni Astra, nothing is going to happen to the soul. That is why Arjuna, I am giving you Avyaktoyam Achintyoyam Avikaryam Uchate Tasmadeyam Vidityenam Nam Shochitam Rasi. So the nature of the soul is so, it is Avyaktoyam, it is cannot be seen by your naked eye. Achintyoyam, it cannot be even imagined, conceived within your mind. Don't try to measure the soul. How long it is, how big it is. Let me cut the body, heart, and then see the soul is there. No, it cannot. You cannot see it. Neither it can be perceived within your mind. Avikaryo, there is no change for it. That is why Tasma. Evam viditvenam, knowing this. Nanu shochitam marasi. Don't lament. Don't think of the things which are supposed to not be thought about. You're supposed to think about your duty. And your duty is to fight because that is my instruction. Tasmadema viditvenam nanu sochitam marasi. Nanu sochitam marasi. Okay. Now he goes further. Krishna, from the 26th verse onwards, the next 3 verses, he gives a very interesting argument. He says, "Oh Arjuna, even if you think the soul dies, still you should fight, because anyhow, whether if you kill Bhishma, don't kill Bhishma, Bhishma is going to die. There's no next life. Even if you accept the wrong philosophy, atachainam nityajatam nityam va manyasya mritam. Even if you accept the wrong philosophy that the soul dies, and by the end of the body, the soul is also dying, it's over. Everything is over by death. The gross materialistic philosophy. Still, you shoot. Anyhow, Bhishma is a set of chemicals. So these modern scientists, they don't have any idea of what is soul? They don't have any idea what is consciousness. They think the whole body is nothing but chemicals only. No, the body is not just made up of chemicals. The body is made up of consciousness. So consciousness is more important. Adachainam nityajatam nityam va mannasya tatapi. Even though you accept a wrong philosophy that the body, life ends by death. And who saw its life? Like there are some philosophers who are called, who are Lokayatikas and Vaibhashikas, and who are materialistic philosophers who are having Charvak as their leader. They say, Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya kim punar agamam bhavet. Once the body is dead, how are we going to come back? Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya. Body is dead, gone. You do anything, any sin, beg, bother, or steal, drink, ghee, do whatever you want. Who is going to see next time? Kaun dekhe agla janam ko maja kar lo. Even if you accept that philosophy, body is going to die, everything is going to end. And what is there? Now there are some philosophers who say, Jatasya dhruv mrityu dhruvam janmatasya. 27th verse. Tasmad apariharyarthe natvam sochitumarhasi. For a person who is born, death is certain. For a person who is dead. So one who even thinks this kind of philosophy, even such a person also has to fight. It is a wrong philosophy. There are many wrong philosophies which we are going to talk now, which is the atomic theory of Nyaya Vaisheshikas and all. Basically, the modern science, what they talk about. And then there are some people who say, Avyaktadini Bhutani Vyaktabadhyani Bharatsa. The soul is only manifest in the middle. It was not there before. It will not be there later. It is only manifest now. So even those people, if you accept them to be right, Arjuna, it is best that you fight. And ultimately, Arjuna, the knowledge of the soul is very interesting. Aschariyat paschati kaschidenam. Some people see the soul as amazing. Some people see the soul with amazement. Some people, ascharyavat vadati tateva chanyaha. Some people speak about the soul as amazing. Some people speak about the soul with amazement. Ascharyavat chainamanya shroti. Some people hear about the soul as amazing. Some people hear about the soul with amazement, like that. Shutva pena vedana cheva kastit. In spite of hearing, many people don't know. The only way to understand the soul is to approach a spiritual master and hear repeatedly, again and again about the soul. Then you have some idea about it. Not just hearing one lecture, so again and again, repeatedly hearing. That gives you the knowledge of the soul. I'm going to summarize the entire knowledge of the soul in one verse. What is it? Dehi nityam avadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam sochitmahasi. Dehi, this body. Dehi means the soul, which is there in the deha. It is nityam, eternal. Avadyoyam, it cannot be destroyed. Dehe sarvasya bharata tasmat sarvani bhutani. In the same way, all the living entities are there, eternally existing in the body, eternally exist. Their eternal souls existing in the temporary bodies. So you don't worry about it. So after that, in the next 7 verses, 31 to practically 37 verses, 37th verse, Krishna talks about very interesting point. I'll speak about that thing and then end for today's class. Arjuna, you told that enjoyment. I'm going to speak to you that how, even if you want to enjoy, the only way you can enjoy is by fighting. The Arjuna told, how can I enjoy if I fight? Krishna tells Arjuna, if you fight, point number 1, and win the war, you'll enjoy the kingdom. If you fight and lose the war and die in the war, you'll go to heaven and enjoy. And then says Arjuna, if you don't fight the war, people will criticize you. You'll suffer in this world. They'll say Arjuna ran away from the war. He was afraid. Nobody will think that you have left the war out of compassion. Now, Arjuna, if you don't fight the war, in the next life, after your death, you will go to hell for non-performance of your duty. So, not fighting will make you suffer. Fighting will make you enjoy, irrespective of the consequence. Whether you fight and lose the war, still you will go to heaven and enjoy. If you lose, if you fight and win the war, you will enjoy the kingdom. In this way, you enjoy by fighting, not by withdrawing your fight. So become a Kshatriya. You're born as a Kshatriya, and it's my instruction that you should fight. So perform your duty, and then you attain enjoyment. So till now, Krishna has answered two arguments of Arjuna. One argument is about sin. Oh, I'm going to inflict sin. No, you'll not inflict sin. If you work on the platform of knowledge, you'll not inflict sin. Second argument of Arjuna, how will I enjoy? You will enjoy by fighting, not by not fighting. So we end here and we'll come discuss from the 38th verse onwards, which is a very interesting point. The real purpose for which Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight. Sukha dukha samay krutva, labha labho jayajayo, tato yudhya ujjasva, nainam papam apchasi. So we'll continue from the next week. Any questions, please to ask.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Prabhu. So we do have some questions. Let's get straight to question number 1, which comes from Ananya. The question is, Sri Krishna saved life of Arjuna many times on the battlefield, and Sri Krishna had special powers. So why he didn't save the life of the sons of Draupadi, the 5 sons which Ashwatthama killed? Why did he not save them?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, so Sri Krishna saved life of Arjuna many times on the battlefield, and Sri Krishna had special powers. So why he didn't save the life of the sons of the Pandavas?
Why he did not save? Yeah. So this is a question which is asked by everyone. That is why Kunti Maharani, she also says the same thing. Nimohyati, O Krishna, your actions are bewildering to me. One place you are called Bhakta Vatsala, and the kind of difficulties which the Pandavas experience are unlimited. One place you love Draupadi so much that you made her own children die. What is this? How can I understand? How can I understand? And it is very difficult for me to understand. Samam vimohyati. Krishna's actions are bewildering and cannot be fit in our mind. It is beyond our intelligence. Even Bhishma says this thing. Oh Lord, Pandavas are suffering. They suffered like anything. Is it karma is the reason? How can they have karma? They are your associates. Time is the cause? I don't think so. I think it is your will. So everything is with the will of Krishna. His will is cannot be understood by any human intelligence. But still, our acharyas, they give some reasons. Sikshartham. What is the glory of Draupadi? That being a woman and mother, when she saw the person who killed her sons being bound and brought like an animal and was in front of her, what did she do? She forgave. She forgave. This quality of forgiveness attracts the attention of Krishna. There is no better dharma in this world without forgiveness. Forgiveness is the best dharma. If you have this dharma, even though there are so many other dharmas to come, do not bother about it. Shama, the paramo dharmo. Generally, women, it is very difficult for them to forgive and forget. But Krishna used a woman, Draupadi. She's not an ordinary woman. Set an example. Learn from her. Parshada to give us Bhagavad Gita. Sikshartham. For the purpose of giving instructions, practical lessons, he does all these pastimes. Okay. Yes, bro.
Prabhu, we actually lost you for a little while. So,
Yeah, I know that. I continue.
oh,
I spoke
okay.
what
All
I
right.
lost.
Okay. So the next question is from Deepankar. If we believe that everything we get is based on fate and karma, then why would anyone want to strive to get better or do better for themselves in life?
That is why one should work considering it is my responsibility. So one of the responsibilities is to strive hard to protect and maintain your family. So it is only your responsibility. So when you strive hard and become successful in getting better, you're happy. Say it's according to my karma. When you're not successful, then also according to your karma. The problem is not in striving hard. The problem is the reaction you give when you become successful or when you're not successful. When you're successful, you say it is Krishna's mercy. Because of Krishna's mercy, according to my karma, whatever is there is given. Not successful, it is not according to karma. So that is why one should do karma as one's duty. It is only our duty. And what is the duty? Paropakartham, Paropakaramyamartham. It is only for Paropakar. It is only for benefiting the people. I'm doing my duty. That's all. So because of the materialistic atmosphere around, we just cannot think, I will work hard and all this much and enjoy this much. Even if you see like that, are people really enjoying? They're suffering more. Somebody may be very, very rich, but he's paralyzed. How do you explain this? So karma is a important factor, but that doesn't mean you don't do your duty. That is what Krishna is going to explain in the next section. Your answer will be complete only when you hear the next class, where we are going to talk about karma yoga. And the person who has perfected the karma yoga, he has attained Sthita Prajna. So a lot of clarifications will be there on this particular subject. Why I have to work if my destiny is fixed? That will be answered in the next class, more elaborate.
Thank you, Prabhu. Next question from Anup Datta. Prabhu, is there any way how Mahabharat could have been avoided?
Even Krishna could not stop it. Even Krishna could have not stopped. Krishna went as a Duta because in this world, evil is there and Krishna also cannot stop evil. He can only punish because he has given freedom to every living entity. So Duryodhana was offered by Krishna, oh Krishna, just give 5 villages to the Pandavas. I'm not asking for the entire king, just 5 villages. Then Duryodhana told, I will not give the land even to the worth of being just the measurement of the tip of a pin. That also I will not. So then he wanted to bind Krishna. And that Krishna, then he showed his Vishwarupa. After that also, Duryodhana could not understand that Krishna is God. What to do? It is no. Evil is there in this world and fight and destruction of the evil cannot be stopped. Why are you trying to stop war? Stop the evil in the person, then there will be no war. That is the biggest problem in these days. The UN, everybody is thinking, no, we want to stop war, stop war, stop war. Stop evil. Stop slaughter of cows. Stop abortions. When two nations are fighting, they're thinking, cool down, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. That is not going to help. Stop slaughterhouse. Stop cow slaughter. Stop abortions. Stop alcohol. Stop intoxication. Stop cheating. So when this adharma raises, then dharma has to fight back. Krishna has to fight back. War is not evil. Fight against evil, war against evil is dharma. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice. We have to eradicate the evil. The wars will stop by themselves. This is really wonderful. And the next question, Pratishtha Yadav. Hare Krishna Guruji, I have one question: how we apply Bhagavad Gita lessons and learning in our life? How we can implement this in our lives?
Very good question. Knowing is one thing, implementing is other thing. Like you are knowing now. And you want, there is a desire to implement also. But there is no strength to implement. There is no determination to implement. And that can come only when we are associating with devotees. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridavrata namaschantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Those who are nityayukta, they are constantly engaged. Like in this group, many devotees are there, but constantly trying to implement the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Seeing them, you become inspired, a special energy comes. I'll also. This cannot be got from reading some book. This inspiration cannot be from purchased in any shop. This inspiration will not come in the dream. This will come only when you sit and talk and meet and associate with devotees who are inspired, who are determined. That energy flows into your heart. And that will again subside next 2-3 days. Again associate. That is why you have classes every day, morning and evening. Don't think the classes are only on Fridays. That is, I show my face on Friday, that's all. Fridays and Sundays, I just come show and then go away. But your fortune that your this Vedic school is giving classes every day, morning and evening. What is it meant for? It is not meant for some knowledge. It is meant for inspiration. It is meant to be determined how to progress in Krishna consciousness. So I request that you attend every day. Every dose is required. Every day we eat food. Every time we breathe. That is what keeping your life alive, or keeping the material body and the soul alive. Spiritual life to be alive, the same thing you require. You require everyday food. So morning and evening you have classes. Every time you require breathe, every second you require. What is that? That is memory. That is contemplation of what you've heard. That keeps you inspired and afloat. So just knowing is not enough. You require the strength that comes only sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha, sarvasiddhyo. Tatam prasangat mavir samvido. Association devotees, association devotees, association devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, since His Grace Kamal Lochan Prabhu just mentioned, so we do meet at 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. for half an hour in the morning, Oman time. That is 7:30 to 8 a.m. India time. And in the evenings, we do Bhagavad Gita readings from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Oman time, which is 9:30 to 10 p.m. India time. If any one of you are interested to join us, we welcome you all. So kindly send your request to the group, and then we will certainly add you. And we'll send you the Zoom details. We have one last question, Prabhu, from Shweta. If forgiveness is dharma, then why did Pandavas not forgive Kurus?
Pandavas, they forgave Kuru. Especially if you see the first chapter. Arjuna, he forgave. He said, let them fight. If you see the first chapter, last two before 41st verse or something like that. There, asastram shastrapranayaha. Iti ma apratikaram. Apratikaram means without I revolting, I retaliating. Let them kill me. Arjuna told. Yudhishthir also had the same, except Bhima. So it is they forgave. But what to do? Krishna's order was there. Now the time has come. You should go beyond forgive. He forgave. It is Krishna's order. He was executing the order of Krishna. That's all. So now you forgive a person when you have the right to forgive also. Krishna took away the rights of forgiveness for Arjuna. He told the real forgiveness is when they are surrendered. So they did not surrender. Krishna gave the opportunity to surrender. He did not surrender. So that is how that is how forgiveness has to be in a very what you say, when it is personal, you forgive. But the Kuru, their dynasty, Duryodhana, because of them, many people are suffering. How do you have the right to forgive when many people are forgiving, when many people are suffering? It's your duty to protect them. In this way, the intricacies of dharma are very complicated. That is why you require a guru. When you have a guru, when you have study of scriptures, then the intricacies of dharma are very nicely understood. Okay. So we stop here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. His Grace Kamal Lochan Prabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpataru bhyascha. Kripa sindhu bhyaivacha. Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So we thank you all very much also to who have been joining us regularly. And I will give the Zoom ID as well as the password for our daily Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita sessions. So if you could take it down, the Zoom ID is 771003. I will send it to everyone right now. 7710032643. Just check in your chat. And the password is 249914. So Zoom ID, I repeat, 7710032643 and password 249914. These are the Zoom ID and passwords for our every morning, without exception. We meet at 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Oman time, 7:30 to 8 a.m. India time, and then you please calculate if you're in any other place other than these. And from Sunday to Thursday evenings, we have the Bhagavad Gita reading sessions from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and which is obviously 9:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. India time. So we look forward. We invite you all. You're most welcome to join us, and we now look forward to seeing you for the Bhagavad Gita Prabha next week at the same time, 8 a.m. Oman time. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay blissful. Hare Krishna. Thank you.